Hi there. It's me again. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about you and who you are. See, like I said in that message that I had to Anision, and again, like I didn't expect as much traffic as it got. I just really wanted him to see it because, like, I am a firm believer in anybody can change. And anybody can become a better person. Anybody can become a better you. So I really just wanted to kind of elaborate on that. But more so, those of us, because I'm including myself in that, who have suffered with depression/mental health issues. Man, I can't even tell you how many days I've woken up and been like, I don't want to get out of this bed. I'm going to go set this down because my arm, I've been working out, and my arm is tired. And that's actually one of the things I want to talk a little bit about. But firstly, I want to first sympathize with those people, man. Like I really haven't talked about this besides like my close friends, my friends. A lot of people know my struggle, and I'm extremely open about it. But I haven't broadly talked about it. Now I want to talk to you guys who suffer, because it is suffering with it. Not a lot of people understand that. Like waking up every day, not wanting to get out of bed, waking up every day, not wanting to continue, waking up every day and just not. And it's been like this. Like it's always a roller coaster. You know what I mean? Some days you're good and some days you're not, and it's rough. And to those of you watching this video, hearing these words and like just you're there, you're listening. I just want to say, man, like man or woman or whoever you are. I understand your struggle. And I understand how hard it is. I understand how hard it is to, like I said, get up, to go do simple tasks. Like for me, like I could get up and I could go to my campus house, which is actually where I am now. I could get up and go. But once I got here, because I feel home here, once I got up and got here, like I couldn't do anything. And I couldn't do anything that exerted my brain. Because, it's like if you close your eyes, it's like a war behind them. I couldn't do anything that required my brain to have I couldn't do anything that had to do with effort. Because, it required me to think about it. It required me to put some time into thinking about it, and I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying I took the easy way out on a lot of things because I didn't feel good enough. And that's rough. I understand how rough it is. And I can I can guarantee there are lots of people hearing that and been like, yeah, me too. When I even thought about doing something like working out, doing homework, going to class, getting a job, stuff like that, I felt like there was boulders. Like my arms were chained to boulders and I couldn't get up. Because it was like I was having to, strain against those. I gained, and people with depression and anxiety can sympathize with this too. One of the symptoms is extreme weight fluctuation. I'm going to say fluctuation because in my time, it's been 4 years. In my time suffering and dealing with this, I went from, because my average back in high school, I'm 5'11", and 160 is not healthy, but my average in high school was 160. I'm a junior in college, by the way. Sorry. Button. Sorry, my phone. I'm on my phone. Whatever. I also get distracted. I need to get back into this. I went from 160 to dropping down to 140 my junior year of high school to being in college, like there's access to a lot of food, but like that's why it's called the freshman 15. Like on average, I gained 100 pounds. I gained 100 pounds. I went from 140, 110 to 250. And I'm working on that now. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm on a diet, and I'm on I'm working out. I can't think. But like I guarantee there are people who can sympathize with that. Like I'm just saying these things to move to what I want to talk to you about. It all starts with you. And that's hard to hear. But I realized as I went through these things that nobody else can help me but me. And like, I still have trigger warnings. I still have triggers. Like, there's this person that I interact with. And they just stress me out. And like, sometimes they say things and it just, oh, there I go. You know what I mean? I go down. Like, there are certain situations where, like, if I don't think that I can do this, boom. I'm very, very low on myself. But it starts with saying, I am ready to get better. Because there are so many people, like, I'm talking to you who's out there, who's listening to this, who is who thinks they're by themselves. I don't want to say you're by yourself, but like you're in your dorm room, you're in your house, like you're somewhere where you're alone watching this on your phone, on your computer, by yourself. I'm talking to you as well as those people who are with people right now, but they don't understand, like people don't understand this. I'm talking to you. I lost my train of thought. You're not alone. And there are people in your life who really want you to get better. And they understand to an extent, but like unless they've dealt with mental health issues, they don't understand. Like one of my best friends, who's also my campus pastor, he can sympathize all day, and he says this himself. He can sympathize all day, but he doesn't understand because he's not dealt with it. But it starts with you. It starts with you getting up and saying, okay, I don't feel good. Mentally, I don't feel good, but I'm going to persevere. Put yourself in situations, by the way. Put yourself in situations that you're going to feel good. Because once you're in the situations where you feel good, I'm not saying that to be like be comfortable all the time. Like, I had to withdraw from school. This is the best way I can explain this. I had to withdraw from from college last semester and the semester before because I was failing because I couldn't go to class. And because of that, I also couldn't have the campus jobs that I, held while in class. I got a job at I probably shouldn't say the name, at a large chain store, and it's not Walmart, for all y'all thinking. And the management was terrible, and I got yelled at. And because they yelled at me for doing things that I didn't know how to do without training me. They just assumed that I should know how to do it, which doesn't make sense to me, but that's beside the point. So that, I was in an extremely, mentally draining, stressful situation. And I told myself, I withdrew so I could focus on my mental health and, not screw my college. And I got a job. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that name either, but I love it. And so it's stressful. Don't get me wrong, but I love what I do. And that leads me to my first step to getting better. Step one is pour yourself into things that you love. I heard that from my associate campus pastor. Here's the thing, it's YouTube. I don't know what names I can and can't use. But But he told me, Blaine, because you know my name. He said, Blaine, pour yourself into things that you know that you love. Pour yourself into things that you love to do. And I told him, like, number one thing is where I'm at, my campus ministry. Like, I'm not gonna like beat around the bush. Yes, I'm Christian, and like, I'm not. I hope that doesn't affect what you're listening to, because this is a thing that's important. But he said, Blaine, pour yourself into things that you know that you love. And so step number 2 was finding a job that I knew that I'd love. And I had applied at this place where I'm working now for 2 years because I knew that I would love this job. And when I got the job, like, my boss, who is a phenomenal leader, a phenomenal person, like, she told me that she thought that I'd be a good addition, and I hope that I'm holding that up. That's beside the point. Step 1 is pour yourself into things that you love. Like, I want you, listener, like, I'm talking to you. I don't care if this gets views. I don't care if, like, this only helps one person. That's all I care about. I want you to know, number 1, that to pour yourself into things that you love. Because I poured myself into my campus ministry, about said the name, and my job. And I'm doing those things. And you know what? I'm feeling so much better. Pour yourself into things that you love. Step 2, create healthy habits. Now, this is something that I am working on myself. And, like, I hate that I've turned this into a step, like a step list. That's not what this is. But, like, in a way that it is. In a way it is. And, man, like, I'm really bad at stuff like this. But, like, I want you to understand, like, the number two thing you need to do, like, to progress, to start getting better. And this is what I'm working on. Now I forgot. But step 2 is create healthy habits. Like, and this is something I'm working on. Like, for you Christians out there, get into the Word. Like, if you're not a Christian, like, that's fine. But step 2 is to create healthy habits. Like, work out. Make it a point. I'm working on it. Like, not everything, by the way, is going to be instantaneous. Like, I don't want you to think that either. Because Blaine ain't good at instantaneous. Blaine still falls back on his diet. Blaine still doesn't work out some days. Blaine still, create healthy habits. Like, make it a point. Like, how can you healthily better yourself? How can you, like a diet, or if your depression has you having an eating disorder, for instance, I'm not trying to be like that guy, but like make it a point to eat twice a day. Like, I dated a girl a few months ago, and she had an eating disorder, or has. Like, she's doing really well with it, and I hope she is. But, like, I asked her, and I don't know, maybe this is a trigger, but I asked her every single day, like, hey, hon, have you ate? Like, and I told her, listen, I'm sorry if this is annoying you or triggering you. I really hope that, I really want you to do this. Like I said, I apologize if that does trigger you. But, like, make it a point. Because what we're doing right now is, like, when you create these healthy habits, you're saying no to the things that keep you down. Because, like, you're gonna feel bad. There's gonna be days where, like, today, last night, I got extremely depressed because one of my triggers happened. And, and that'll lead me into the next thing that I wanted to say. But it triggered me, and I was down for about 3 to 4 hours. I didn't talk. Like, basic, me getting triggered things. Sorry. That's another thing. I do that. But yeah, like, create healthy habits for yourself. You know what that is for you. You know the things that you need to do. Like, heck, brushing your teeth every day. That might be a small thing. But, like, you might not do that. Because you can't get out of bed until 20 or 10 minutes before before you have to leave. I've done that before. Because I just didn't want to get out of bed. And I know that's gross. But create healthy habits for yourself. Remind yourself every day. And like that brings me to number 3. Identify your triggers. What triggers you? Because like I fall back on this too. Like we all joke about, oh, this person's triggered. But like legitimately, if you have a mental health disorder like me, I'll be open about it, man. Like I have major depressive disorder and generalized anxiety disorders. Listen, it's hard. What triggers that in you? Who triggers that in you? Why does that trigger that in you? Think about these questions, like think about these things. Cause like once you do, like yesterday, even like the first thing to getting like helping yourself out of something is identifying it. And yes, I figured out what my trigger was yesterday. And I'm working on bettering myself because of it. Identify your triggers. I want to finish this video to say a few things that I deem important because it's helped me. 1, I believe in you. And you can never tell in a video how sincere someone is. But I believe in you. Because I had people who believed in me, who made an effort, who spent the time to make sure that I got healthy or getting healthy. I'm getting healthy. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm perfect. And any person who has a mental disorder is going to have those days. But I believe in you. They spent time believing in me so that I could get to the point where I'm at now. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was rough for them. Do you know what I mean? Like, it took a lot of grace for those people to not give up on me. You know what I mean? Like, I made it hard on them. And I'm not saying that you are, but I'm talking to you, by the way. There are people out there who love you so much. And I don't know, like, I know that if you have that kind of depression, you don't understand that. Because I have that. I don't want to say you don't understand that, but you don't know that. You don't feel that. But there are people out there who love, appreciate, and care about you. And if you were not in this world, it would wreck theirs. I want you to know that. You're important. You're loved. And there are people who you might not even know about right now who love you so much. And their lives would be so different without you. So I just want you to know that I believe in you. And there are other people, countless people, who believe in you too. You're going to get better. You're going to do so well. And you are so loved. Number 2 is don't give up. There are many days where I wanted to give up. Many days. Something stopped me. People stopped me. But I didn't give up. And you know what? My life is in a great spot right now. And I'm not saying this to brag on me. But you know what? Like, I kind of have to do this. Because, like, I have to say what I'm going to say. Because, like, I'm so hard on me. Me is my biggest critic. But Blaine is doing a fantastic job. He has a fantastic paying job. He's got a great education, which he's got to get all A's. But he's going to do it. He's got a fantastic group of family and friends who love and support him. He's got a lot of things going for him. But this is only because he put in this effort. You know what I mean? And I believe that you can do the same. It's not going to be easy, and I can tell you that. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy to that day where you know that you've got to go work out but can't, or you don't feel like you can't. It's not going to be easy when you can't get up for work, but you know you have to. It's not going to be easy to do these things. But I believe in you, and there are people around here who believe in you. And I want to finish just saying a few words of, what am I saying? I don't know. But you're loved, you're appreciated, and don't give up, no matter what. I'm glad I got the opportunity to sit here and talk to you, whoever you are. Know that I love you, and I appreciate you, and you're doing fantastically. Now get up and do what you know you need to do, because that's what's the most important thing. Have a good one.